Space Hippie is definitely not your typical Nike name.
When I first heard Space Hippie, I was like, that'd be a cool band name.
The goal of Space Hippie was to create the lowest carbon shoes of all time. It's basically a shoe made of trash.
Some of the materials looked really high-tech, but the other materials really looked like trash.
We look at space a lot for inspiration. Jay, who's one of our VPs, always says, you don't get Velcro without going to the moon.
There's this idea in space exploration that if you're going to fly to the moon, fly to Mars, and stay there and do something, you have to create things with what you find there. And that is what's called in situ resource utilization. One of the designers thought like, well, okay, if you were in space, how would you repair your shoes?
Right there.
It's ready to go to space.
And then we had this, like, the sustainable nature of the project and the kind of hippie component.
We were just thinking about sort of living off the land. When I think about hippie, I think about my mom, right? I think about someone who uses what they have, who is very crafty and resourceful and tries to leave a light footprint.
This is the space phone.
It's like
right?
space tech, but it's the upcycling, right?
Yeah.
Somehow Space Hippie just came together into, like, one word.
You're like a hippie in space.
As soon as that came out, there was like a little bit of a freeze because it was so strange. Is that gonna work? But it captured all of those bits of tension and improvisation and weirdness that was happening that we saw in front of us in the materials.
It's like rebelliously optimistic. It's like from outer space, but super chill.
We were like, that's it. We gotta do this. Space Hippie.
Space Hippie Nasty.
Yes.
Space Hippie.
Space hippie.